When the plane hit 20,000 feet.
Oh my gosh. What? Plastic surgery fiascos, forklift failures, and what not to do with your vegetables. Today, we are back at it, breaking down all of the hair-raising medical scenes and inventive ways people supposedly kick the bucket in 1,000 Ways to Die. Here to help me react is my perfect and beautiful wife, Jen, who used to be an actress on the show.
So you already know how things are about to go. It's gonna get crazy.
Let's dive right in.
Connie surfed the internet for the cheapest boob job she could afford.
Some things you don't want to skimp out on.
Any surgical procedure.
How many botched surgeries have you had because you work near the border?
More than I can count on fingers and toes.
Okay, just tell me what it is that you want.
I want melons, I want gazonka.
Do you ever refer to your breast tissue as melons and gazonkas?
I don't think I've ever used those words, but we definitely get creative in the female community. Tatas.
Yeah. Yeah.
This quack would do anything as long as you paid cash.
At least she's in a gown.
But the gown is backwards because you would think at a plastic surgery office you'd want it exposed.
Our gowns, the sleeves button all the way up. So if I need to expose the chest or the anterior, you just open a couple of the buttons and just have a small flap. That way you're only exposing a very small area of the patient.
I promise to give you the biggest tatas in all of Southern California.
And all of Wait, what did he say?
The biggest tatas in all of Southern California.
Oh.
He's your colleague.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and cut this bimbo open.
This feels
Whoa.
like some back alley
We
business.
just jumped into a non-sterile surgical area without anesthesia. She's on oxygen. I'm assuming it's got gas.
No nurse. There's a teddy bear, so I can only imagine the loose hairs may get...
All in that area.
2 weeks later, Connie boarded a flight to
all
Vegas.
right, so we didn't get to see the surgical practices. You also have to be really careful, like going too big too quickly. You stretch out the tissue so much that you actually can decrease the blood flow potentially.
Turns out she got what she paid for. Her plastic surgeon had used substandard implants, barely one step above water balloons.
I was just gonna say
Wow,
they look like water
do look
balloons.
like water balloons, and there's like air in them.
Oh, that's not good.
They had no business winding up inside a
Okay,
woman's chest.
not to mention he has no gloves on and he's just like
Got
doing
it.
a juggling act.
He's got an N95 on at least.
Good thing he's protected.
Right, he's protected.
As the plane climbed out,
Oh, no.
the
Oh,
gurgling
the
noise grew
expansion.
louder.
Oh my god.
No, when you... Yes, the expansion.
yeah.
When you go up in altitude, it starts to expand. Feet swell up, your bottles are really wide, and people have a lot of gas on the airplane.
That stripper's gonna bomb in her chest!
Oh,
Got a bomb.
When the plane hit 20,000 feet,
oh my gosh. What? I can't believe that's real. Why wouldn't the implant itself just rupture and not the skin? I don't know if she passed away or not. She would bleed out or something like that from the major vessels that are in that area. It's just soft tissue injury.
but when some workers get high on the job, they don't work. They play.
Oh, geez.
Oh.
They're talking about smoking cannabis here. It does cause impairment. You can use it medicinally, you can use it recreationally, but it doesn't mean you can use it while you're on the job and while operating heavy machinery. You have to think about it like any other medicine per se, or anything that alters your senses.
A rope and a forklift is all these two need.
And of course he's listening to music and he has no idea what's going on with his buddy.
It's like red flag 1, red flag 2. Sorry, bro. This is gonna end badly. We already know.
The rope stopped.
Oh, no.
The forklift and Bernie was caught in
Oh, man. I could imagine you're squeezing so much that it actually crushes the insides. It is kind of classic, as I always say, blood squirting out of the mouth immediately. Airway versus intestines. It could happen, but it's got to go back up through the stomach. But okay, I'll give it to him. That is really strong rope.
Oh my god.
That's awful. Oh, man. I was about to say, like, well, at least they didn't show him ripped in half from the rope, but they did.
A sausage intestine.
We're seeing what appears to be intestines. Why does it not look right?
Because there's no mesentery holding it all together.
Would you think the rope would rip more? I guess not. I don't know the tensile strength of rope.
Is that what it's called?
Tensile strength? Tensile? Tensile. How would you die from this? You'd have to bleed out.
There's a lot of the red stuff.
Besides all the small blood vessels, you have the aorta that comes down and it's still pretty big in the abdomen. It's a little bit smaller as you go past the kidneys.
Dugan's latest job? He was hired to steal computer files for a rival software company.
Hey, sir. That's a closet, sir.
Sir, that's a closet. Come out of the closet.
You gotta come out of the closet. Oh my God.
What is down there? Oh my gosh.
I lived in an apartment once where we had a trash chute.
We lived in that building together.
Yeah. No, I was talking about one before then. That one as well. Okay.
And that brings us back where we started.
Good.
Oh.
This can't be good.
When people meet their end, it's a little bit stressful to even see. But you don't have to lose sleep over it. Definitely try Do Not Disturb by Life Happens. Plus, there's a special discount code for you, my audience of Dr. ER. Be ready 15% off. Check it out, lifehappens.com. We're also on Amazon.
Dugan was about to go from ex-spook to X'd out.
Is that a thing?
I feel like you would need somebody there managing the fire and the flame.
It's enclosed and maybe it's on a timer. It'll be relatively quick, painful as hell to start out with because burns are awful and painful. As you suffer, then you're gonna slowly close off your airway, continue to be in pain, typically pass out, continue to get cooked.
Gardening was her passion, and everything she touched would grow.
Oh, cut to Creeper Man.
Creeper.
That's why when a neighbor strolled by pushing his bike with a flat tire, she was all eyes. It wasn't his tire that got her.
Oh my gosh, come on!
Come on!
And this is exactly how I met Jordan.
She wondered what effect her green thumb would have on something like that.
What's up?
She looked around to see if any of her veggies could be of help.
Stop it! You would not be surprised the amount of produce people use that doesn't have a flange or a string attached that's stuck in orifices that are typically used for exits.
Well, isn't the body negative pressure where once it goes up certain, like, yeah.
Patty worked her zucchini like a pro, but lying in wait was a dirty hoe.
Okay, he is a poet.
Remember one of our first dates, like official dates, we went to the Getty Museum?
Yeah!
And there was a painting of a man and his hoe. And we got yelled at because we were too close to the picture.
I made Jordan take a photo with it because I thought it was funny.
Okay. Oh, man. So it got stuck in the throat, into the airway, can't breathe, blocking even the nasal passage.
Plants need water. Patty needs air.
People can typically probably hold their breath for like 30 seconds to a minute. Passing out after doesn't necessarily mean you're croaking. Typically, you still have some oxygen saturation going on in your tissues.
She dropped to the ground, dead from suffocation.
Suffocation!
Are you choking? Universal sign of choking. Somebody commented like, well, they can't say yes. You're looking for a head nod, yes or no?
Yeah. I just hope that her date wasn't the one that found her.
Oh, that would be awful.
Imagine.
If you guys enjoyed this and you enjoyed our little banter together, definitely check out this playlist right here. It's full of a lot of fun and education. And as always, make sure you subscribe, turn on your bell notifications, and hit that like button for me. Thanks so much for watching.
And stay healthy, my friends.